at the last act of the comedy thing for tonight. No. I love that there was a delay. It was like, we don't want it to end. Okay. Please welcome to the stage the lovely Elizabeth. Woo!
So I'm Elizabeth. I'm a facilitator. I'm a university prof. And to two little human beings, my job title is Mama. Although some days it's more like Mama or Mama. But that's my job title. And about a year ago, I got assessed. I got a complete neuropsychological assessment, and I learned three things about myself. One is that I have subclinical ADHD. The second is that I have really, really bad short-term memory. And the third is my short-term memory is so bad that I couldn't actually do the IQ test properly because I kept forgetting where I filled out the answers. So therefore, all my notes right now are in my bra. So I might be taking them out at some point. Quite likely. So I work two jobs and I have two children. And that means I'm in charge of a lot of shit. And I spend all my time telling people what to do. That's a lot of power, right? Sounds cool? I hate being in charge. I hate telling people what to do. I hate it. And it's just like, I used to be this little girl who's just like with these big, big eyes, and I would wander through the fields in my house, in back of my house in Terrebonne, and I would talk to the flowers, and I would climb trees, and I would explain the meaning of life to my dog, Oscar. And then all of a sudden, I'm the person in charge. How does that happen? Like, how? And, and so because of this, what I try to do is I try to just be really, really, really present. Anywhere I am, I try to be really present. If I'm facilitating, I try to be really present. When I'm teaching, I try to be really present. When I'm with my kids, I try to be really, really present. And as I try to navigate this world, I want people to feel seen and understood and cared for. And I'm raising two little human beings, and I take that really, really seriously. And I want them to feel comfortable in their own skin. I want them to feel good about themselves. One day when my daughter was 3, her name's Olivia, she came into the kitchen one morning looking really, really perplexed. And Olivia has these really huge eyes. And she was like looking really perplexed. And I was like, "Oh, chicken, are you okay? What's going on?" And she's like, "Mama, can you see me?" "Yes, I see you." "Mama, can you see me right now?" And I was like, "Oh, honey," and I dropped my knees. I'm not gonna do that. But I dropped to my knees, and I'm like, "Honey, I see you, love. I see your beautiful soul and your kind heart and your brilliant, radiant energy. It comes right out of you. I see you." And she's like, "Mama, can you feed me? I'm hungry." So I made her some toast. And actually, like, little side note, it took my children a long time to sort out the S sounds and the F sounds. I spent a long time trying to tell my other child, Xavier, my son Xavier, trying to teach him. It was just like, what we do to corn is we shuck it. True story. And so apparently with this whole kid thing is at one point, as we grow up and we become responsible and our parents age, we have to start taking care of our parents, right? Like some people here are doing that, taking care of aging parents. I can't wait for that to happen. My kids are awesome. They're gonna be great at parenting me. Like, they're gonna be so awesome at that. It's gonna be like, Mama, did you brush your teeth? With toothpaste? And a toothbrush? I'm like, hopefully I won't have dentures. But more likely it'll probably be things like, Mama, where are your socks? That'll be payback for all the times they don't put on their socks now. Or, Mama, what happened to the $20 I gave you? Did you spend it all on lattes again? Mama, put down your dress. I don't care. I don't care how cute you think the barista is, you do not flash him. I'm like, it's gonna be awesome, I can't wait. So the other place I get to be in charge is in my job at the university. And that's always surprises me. All the time, it always surprises me. So I walk into class, and it's like the first day of school, and I walk into class, and I see like a bunch of people I know. And I'm like, hey, how are you doing? How'd that job interview go? Or like, oh, like, I hope your dad's feeling better. Did his back surgery go okay? And I'm like, oh, those are cute shoes. Like, where'd you get them? Or like, oh, damn, that guy's cute. Is he the barista at that cafe? And then class starts, and everybody turns and stares at me. And we have to play these roles because they're the students and I'm the professor. And it surprises me every single time. So when I took this job teaching, and I'm only teaching till April, when I took this job teaching, I was like, I'm gonna take this because I love learning. I love learning, and the idea of like creating this learning environment with these engaged, vibrant, dynamic young people just feels absolutely amazing. And then we get to the first day of class, and these super energetic, creative, vibrant young people just go, all of them. And it was just like, okay, we can do this. And the thing is, we play roles. So they're the students, and I'm the professor, and we have jobs. Their job is to please me, and my job is to be pleased. And it kind of looks like this. So there's things I have to do so that they can please me. They're called assignments. So I give these instructions, and I may try to make them concrete, but there's like, I don't know, probably 5 million books on power that have been written, and I'll give them an assignment on like power. And I think it's really, really concrete, but really it's like a super subjective take that I have that exists in a reality only in my mind. And then they have to go and document, to create some sort of document that is not only gonna like come and relate to the idea that's in my mind, but also make sense and do be proof of original thinking and be APA style. And it has to please me. And depending on how much it pleases me, I will give them a number. And that number is a grade. And the students, they have to do just a second. Do I have any students in the house? Yeah. Some people know here. So, and they have to do this for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 profs per semester who all want to be pleased in different ways. And then we all give them these like pleasing grades, and we determine not only their futures, because like hello GPA, apparently it matters, we also determine their self-worth. Because when a student gets back their papers, when give all their papers back, not a single student asks another student, hey, what did you learn? Did writing this essay help you understand better how you navigate the world? No, they ask, what did you get? And then they either perk up or they slump accordingly. And no matter how much I try to be hey, it's okay. It's just a number. It's not a reflection of who you are. It's just a number. It's you're fine just the way you are. Even if you did bad on this assignment, it's just one assignment. It's no reflection. But there's still this attachment to this grade. And I'm so if I'm feeling really cruel and I really want to mess with their heads, I can give them a multiple choice exam. Because nothing says knowledge like multiple choice. You got to choose from one of 4 preset responses, because this is obviously the direct path to wisdom, lifelong learning, and applied knowledge, right? But the thing that surprised me the most about becoming a university professor, this absolutely shocked me. They call me Miss. And it's just they just call me Elizabeth. They call me Miss. Sometimes people want to call me doctor, and I'm no, it just took me 8 years to do a master's. I'm not a doctor. It just took me a long time. Just call me Elizabeth. But they keep calling me Miss. Miss, can you look at my assignment? Miss, I have a question. Miss, what do you want on this paper? And I'm I keep asking them, call me Elizabeth, and they keep calling me Miss. I keep asking them, think for yourselves, and they keep asking me what I want. So I was just oh man, what if I work with this? They call me Miss, and their job is to please me. Next semester, first day of class, I'm going to class. I'm going to school, I'm going to go to class, and head-to-toe latex. So one of the classes I teach is facilitation. So as the university and my students think I'm just teaching one of the core classes, but I am not. I am training an elite group of special facilitators. Think Dumbledores Army. Because I'm on a mission. And my mission is more important than saving the polar bears. It's more important than saving the white-throated sparrow. I'm so sorry. It's even more important than saving the children. I'm on a mission to save the common meeting. Meetings are at risk, people. Meetings are at risk. And if you're thinking, oh no, not another meeting, exactly. Meetings are at risk. And the reason that meetings are at risk is they have a natural pattern. And just the thing is, if we don't have good meetings, we can't save the polar bears. We can't save the white-throated sparrow. We can't save the children because we can't get coordinated and organized to do anything if we have crappy meetings, right? So as a facilitator, I'm up against some really, really big issues. And the biggest issue I have is that meetings have a natural predator. The natural predator is the difficultator. I'm a facilitator, and then there's a difficultator. His name is Stan. Sometimes he goes by Jean-Guy. What Stan or Jean-Guy, what they do is they see a group of people all together that are happy and generating ideas and like creative and coming up with solutions, and that white-throated sparrow is about to be saved, and they just want to crush it. And they just want to crush the hope of that meeting PowerPoint by PowerPoint. And if you don't believe me, I'm going to ask you a few questions. Does any of this relate to you? Have you ever been in a meeting and after an hour, you still don't know what the meeting's about? Have you ever been in a meeting that actually turns out to be a monologue that goes over lunch and then there's no time for questions? Have you ever been in a meeting that so many new topics arise that nothing gets done? Or maybe you went to one of these creative meetings and your team was given Legos, but you don't know why. If so, if any of those things have happened to you, you have met Stan or Jean-Guy, the difficultator. They are determined to crush the purpose out of meetings. And I'd like to invite you to join me in the Not Dumbledores Army. We need a name. As facilitators to try to shift things around. So tonight I'm going to share my secret with you of what I do to make meetings easier and more fun. Can't believe I'm actually going to say this. You ready? It's the first time that I ever actually share this out loud. When people ask me to plan a meeting for them, I ask them, why does this meeting matter? And then, next step, I listen. And then the step after that, I design the meeting based on why it matters. And then when we're actually at the day of the meeting, I make sure people know what the meeting's about. And then we do the stuff that matters. That's pretty much it. That's it. So if we go around, we can all now together be facilitators. We can all go out in the world and just ask, why does this meeting matter? And do the stuff that needs to happen for that meeting to go well. So I hope that if I interact with any of you, that you'll feel seen, you feel heard, you feel understood. I might have to tell you what to do. Like fire Stan. Or think for yourself. S is pronounced S. Thank you and good night.